It's so pretty. Oh, coffee's done. Hello, it's me, your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. For a while, the internet has been showing me a lot of this. So I caved and got one. For those of you who may not know, the whole mushroom head BB cream cushion applicator kind of thing has been sort of like a viral trend that's been floating around on the internet for a while. I wasn't aware of it for the longest time. This trend is probably like old news by now, but it's new to me. So I hopped onto Amazon and found one that seemed to have the least amount of weird reviews, and that would be this one. Also, the packaging is really cool. I mean, look at that. It's got like the little bird on it. Might be a phoenix, I'm not sure. It's got some flowers over here. It's red and gold. It's real pretty. This is from the brand, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Ha! There we go. This is from the brand Momo Queen. This came in 2 shades. Number 1 and number 2. I think number 1 is ivory and number 2 is natural. I'll put some more information over here for you. But basically, these mushroom head cushion kind of BB cream sort of things, they claim to be pretty much magic. They can cover up they work as both a BB cream and a concealer. They will offer you a full but natural looking coverage. They will cover freckles, dark spots, scars, acne, redness. They'll cover pretty much anything, apparently. They're also, interestingly enough, advertised to be waterproof, which we're going to be testing out later. So yeah, like I said, this is the one that I purchased off of Amazon. There were a few available. This one looked like the most interesting, and it did actually have a couple good reviews. A couple of them that were available, they looked a little questionable. So I got one that hopefully won't be sketchy. So yeah, I was very intrigued by stop holding it up. I was very intrigued by the, like, sort of the whole mushroom head applicator kind of idea. They also have this really cool design. It's like a tension packed instead of an actual sponge cushion. So there's like a film on top with little holes poked in it, so when you push the mushroom head down onto the surface of that film, when it dispenses the product out of those little holes, it creates a little design. And it looks really cool. So I'm going to try this out. I'm going to apply this onto my face. This is just a fun thing, by the way. This isn't like an official review. I'm not going to wear it for a ridiculously long amount of time like I usually do with my reviews, like 12 hours or something like that, but a few. I'll keep it on for a few hours just so we get an idea of what's going on. This was just a fun thing that I wanted to try because the internet has been teasing me with this, and I fell for it. So I'm going to open this up. So this is the Concealer Air Cushion Foundation. You can hardly see it there, but I got the color number 1. On the back, it doesn't give you any instructions in English. It's all in Chinese, which is fine. I'm sure I can figure it out. It does give you the ingredients in English, though, right here. And we've got little pictures of how to apply it. Pretty straightforward. You apply it like you would any other kind of cushion type product. I'm gonna open her up. And that's what she looks like. So you got your cushion doodad over here. It's so pretty. What is that, hollow? Is that hollow? Is that hollow? It's really pretty. To be honest, that's part of the reason why I picked this one. The design called to me. And I answered with my credit card. And you got the cushion doodad over here in like its own little separate holder thing. Come on. So there's the box of makeup. And let's see if I can get this out. Haha. So before I open this up, I'm gonna open this. Ooh. Oh. And I'm going to get it wet. Because you can use it dry or wet. I want to use it wet though. There's what the little cushion guy looks like. The little mushroom head. Bloop bloop. Feels pretty firm. It does feel like Beauty Blender-ish material. I do have a regular makeup sponge here, so I'm just gonna go and get these wet, and I'll be back. Okay, so I got everything all nice and wet. It poofed up and got squishier, just like a regular beauty sponge would. This one actually, it feels a little more firm than this. This is the Real Techniques sponge. I have used this quite a bit, so I don't know if that makes a difference to like the density of the sponge, but this one does feel a little denser. And a common theme with these mushroom head applicator things is people complain about the smell. They say it smells really chemically. I don't find that to be the case personally. It does have a little bit of a smell to it, but it smells like any new sponge would. It's got a factory smell to it. I can't smell it that much anymore, especially after getting it wet. But when I was getting it wet, it foamed, which was very odd. It like when I was getting it wet and squeezing it out, it foamed. I don't know if that's normal. I can't remember what this did when I first got it and like when I first got it wet for the first time, but I'm gonna put it on my face anyway. So I'm gonna try it with this because this is the applicator they give you to use. I just have this as a backup in case this gives me issues or like breaks or something. So I'm gonna open this up. Dun, dun, dun. There it is. Sealed, sort of. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. I'm just gonna peel this off. Zoop. It's got a very fresh scent to it. I actually quite like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like the smell of that. That's what it looks like. See, he's got this cool little design on there. It feels like very thin, like plastic or silicone, nylon, some sort of like synthetic material that's been stretched over the surface. The makeup is down here, so when you push down on this with your puff, you get that cute little design on there, and it dispenses through the little holes. That's the basic idea. Ooh, I'm excited! Look! Oh, it's so cute! So I'm just pressing lightly down on it, like this. I mean, once you do it a bunch of times, it kind of ruins it. But, so, gonna take this, and I'm just gonna start putting it on my face. So I'll do this side of my face, and keep this side bare so we can see the difference. It makes a weird squishing sound when you... Can you hear that? Beauty blenders don't make that sound. Maybe I got it too wet. Who knows? So I'm gonna go in again. It's cool. What can I say? The only problem I'm finding so far with this I mean, it's not like, it doesn't have a very, like, ergonomic shape to it. It's literally just a ball. So it's really not getting in, sorry, I keep getting distracted by the snow. It can't get in the corners of my eye or the sides of my nose very well. So there are spots that it's missing. You really gotta squish it in there. Like there's a whole schwack of pores here that's just getting missed. Yeah, this thing, it feels a bit cumbersome. Like it's missed all of that in there. Like I can't get in there with this thing. Nothing's happening. I obviously can't get in this area here either. But that's about as good as it's gonna get. This also doesn't feel like it's going to last very long. Like it's just shoved in there and glued. So every time you get this wet, you're softening that glue up a little bit. And I just feel like it's gonna like pop out of here in no time. It's just gonna come apart. Fun to try though. I'm gonna do the other side with this. So there's one side done. Makeup. No makeup. Did an okay job at covering, actually. I mean, not surprising. It does give a fairly natural finish. So I'm gonna do the other side with a regular makeup sponge, just to see. Not as impressive. I just figure that this is gonna do a better job at getting into those hard to reach places, like in here, and then the sides of my nose, because that's what these different areas are for, you know? It's got a sharp edge here, so you can get into places like this. It's got a point on it, so you can get right in there. Like the mushroom head cushion idea, I get the idea. It's just not very applicable, I guess. Like the functionality is not there. It's kind of weird just like covering your face in dots. Fun though. This is doing a way better job, unsurprisingly, at getting in places, because that's what it was meant for. I'm just gonna go ahead and fix that real quick, because I don't like that. Okay. It actually did a decent job, I would say. It does look a little makeup-y, especially on my forehead. I got these lovely wrinkles here. We're calling them expression lines, because I would like to live in denial for as long as possible. But the makeup isn't being super favorable up in this area here. It didn't have a problem sticking to my face, which can sometimes happen with certain formulas. It will have trouble sticking to my face, especially my nose, because of like the texture of my nose versus the rest of my face. So this actually didn't have a problem sticking, which, I mean, for what it's worth, I like that. It is creasing. Right there. As does everything, and it's not drying down, as you can see here and here, where I just touched my face. So that doesn't bode well. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, it did a decent job at covering up things like my dark circles and this demon pimple here. So yeah, other than looking, accentuating lines and looking a little bit heavy in some areas, it didn't do too bad. So now that I've applied it, I get to do that thing that they do where they push it out. Do. So there we have it. That was this, the mushroom head applicator cushion BB cream foundation duo thing. It's doing okay so far, but I'm gonna wait a couple hours just out of curiosity. I'm gonna wait 2, 3, 5, maybe hours. I'll wait until about, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. What time is it? Not that it matters that much. It is 10 minutes after noon right now. Now this stuff is advertised. This stuff is advertised to be waterproof. I don't know why I'm still holding this. As you saw in that clip earlier. So, and I'm just kind of curious to see how waterproof it actually is. So, I'm going to exercise in it. I have to exercise anyway. But I'm going to work up an ample sweat to see how well the makeup handles that. And right before I take it off, I'm not going to do it right now because I want to wear this for a little bit first. But right before I take it off, I'm going to spray my face with water a bunch to see if that does anything. So, stay tuned. Okay. So I was just gonna take this box and flatten it to put it in the recycling, and I realized that there's like this flap here. So I peeled this off, opened it, that's how I was supposed to open it. Son of a gun. Ugh. The lighting's really bad. The sun is going down already. But not looking too hot. Well, actually, I am. Like, I'm looking pretty darn horrible underneath my eyeballs. My forehead ain't looking too great either. It's separating really bad around these areas. Right there. And then my smile lines there. So for what it's worth, it doesn't seem to hold up too well when you sweat. So now we know. It's about 5:15 p.m. right now. So it's been on my face for about 5 hours. I just turned the light on. You can probably see better now. Ignore the sweat. It's creating new wrinkles under my eyes. It's completely separated right there. Creases everywhere on my forehead. Yeah. Not looking too great. Ah well. This is how it's looking. I'm in my bathroom. Clear. It's looking kind of crusty, actually. Yeah. It didn't fare super well after I exercised. Ugh. But now it's time to do the fun part. It's 7 o'clock, so I've had it on my face for 7 hours. This basically has been a full day wear test. This is the spray bottle I use for watering my plants. Yeah. And I've got this little thing on my head to try and protect my hair as much as possible because I really don't feel like getting it soaked right now. So I'm just going to give her and see what happens. We'll see how waterproof this stuff really is. Actually, you know what? Don't feel like changing my shirt either. Let's do more. Tastes like plastic. It doesn't look like it's like lifting off my face, but actually, you know what? No, it's just water on my finger. But just because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm just seeing if when I do this, when I wipe it away, how much of the makeup goes with it. Like, will the makeup smear underneath? Well, I'm gonna dab it off just to see. Lightly dabbing. Okay, let's see how much makeup is left. It completely rubbed off my nose. Look at how pink it is compared to the rest of my face. There is still a fair amount of makeup on my face, but I can't say for sure that that wouldn't be the case for any other foundation or BB cream that I use, because I've never done this with any of them. So I don't know for sure. Coverage was lost here and here where I was rubbing with my finger. So it did move. Like, this obviously isn't like completely water soluble. There's obviously something in here that is like creates a barrier to so I would say that this is maybe water resistant. You can still definitely see that it's on my face. I would definitely not say waterproof though. The water did bead up fairly well. It didn't look like it was completely liquefying the makeup underneath. That's about it. Well, I'm gonna actually take this off now. It's it's definitely not gonna look any better the longer that I leave it on, so might as well take it off. Thank you guys so much for taking part in this little excursion into the unknown with me. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Thank the Lord Jesus for cleansing oil. Oh, oh, oh. That is no better. Mushroom head cuffit. Okay. Apparently you can also like peel this off. You can lift this off and see inside. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I mean, c'est la vie. Apparently you're not supposed to do that because it doesn't come off super easy, so I'm not gonna screw with it. All the dried sweat is going into my eyes, making them burn. Ow. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you... Words.